Are live. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Here for a few seconds while people are getting their notifications. Got my Z-Packs duplex and my kayak right there, and of course a nice toasty fire. Welcome everybody to another live stream. It's been a little while. It's been a busy summer. I'm sure everybody's been pretty busy. We'll give it just a few seconds here, gather my thoughts, and let some people tune in here. Oh, I'm gonna sit back and relax and chat about the Mad River and our little YouTube Mad River Paddle Meetup coming up very soon. Tom, Eli, hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. So I posted on my community tab of YouTube about this upcoming live stream. So hopefully more of you will get, hopefully some of you got that notification. I also posted on Kayak Ohio, which is one of the bigger kayak sites in Ohio, about this live stream. I guess the whole point of this is to get some feedback from you guys, see if there's interest in having a kayak YouTube meetup with me. It's gonna be at Birchbark Canoe Livery here in Urbana, Ohio. It's between Urbana and West Liberty, Ohio. Tom, you got the notification. Thanks for letting me know. So I have the dates set. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'm getting ready to make a Facebook group event. Hey, Jacob. Jeremy, good evening. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with the notes. Hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy? You got a float coming up on the Mad River soon. I hope you guys got some awesome campsites picked out that I helped you with. Glad to give you all the information you need. Just let me know. Mason, how's it going, man? I am having a great time. It's my first great time I've had all summer. I have been slaving away on the vegetable farm like never before. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm 30 years old again, trying to build my operation. Oh gosh, it's been rough this year. Caitlin Graham, hey yo. I'm not gonna talk about the farm much, but I just want to mention real quick. Hey, glad to hear you got a good campsite picked out. Campsites, I think you're doing a 2-day, 1 night, or 3-day, 2-night maybe. That'll be a good one. If I can get away, I'll join you, maybe for an overnighter. I don't know. I still have, oh, let's just jump right to the Mad River here. So I've been section paddling the Mad River. I'm making it an annual event. I've done it, this will be my 3rd time. I'm currently at Spangler Road. So I just have like 15, 18 miles, whatever that is, from Spangler Road to Deeds Point Metro Park, where the Mad River joins up with the Great Miami River. I'm hoping to do that as a 2-nighter because I want to relax and enjoy it and take my time and do lots of campfires and cooking for the YouTube video, not just a quick overnight. I want to, because by the time I drive that far, an hour from home, and then park my truck and then Uber back to my kayak, which will be hidden in the woods or the weeds at Spangler, it's almost nighttime. So that's why I want to make it a 2-night. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best, Mike, to make it on that, at least for 1 night. We'll see how it all shakes out. If it can't happen, it can't happen, but I'll try. So I've got section 1 done, which was West Liberty to Lippincott, no, to 36. And I went right over the dam today, David. No, I went over the little tractor dam, but I didn't go over the Route 36 dam. Hey, Outland, how's it going, Lance? I'm doing the same section that we did last year, buddy. From Spangler Road to Deeds. That's where I went with you and David and his 2 boys. And we had Mexican street corn. Oh man, that was awesome. I just got done eating sweet corn. If I could go live cooking my sweet corn, I would. It would have been an hour-long live stream. I ate 7 ears of sweet corn tonight. Oh my gosh, it was glorious. And you know what, Lance? I actually had a little baggie left of the chili powder that we sprinkled on our Mexican street corn. still in my bag of goodies, and I sprinkled it on my corn tonight. It was fabulous. Of course, it didn't have all the other goodies that Mexican street corn has on it, but it still gives it a little kick, a little different flavor when you put a little, other than just butter, salt, and pepper, you know, add a little bit of that chili powder. That was good. So yeah, I'm going from, okay, let me back up. Man, there's so many things I want to talk about, and I know so many of you are here just to find out about the YouTube meetup. I'll get to it. Hang in there. So section 1 was already released. That video did well. It got like 12 or 13,000 views. Section 2, from Route 36 to Spangler, has already been completed. I did it over a month ago. I'm about halfway done editing that video. I might have it out for next weekend or the weekend after. I'm really shooting for next weekend. And then Spangler Road to Dees Park will be part 3. Wish the meetup wasn't in Ohio. You know where I wish it was? Michigan or Pennsylvania. Those are my 2 favorite states to paddle in. But I live in Ohio. I'm a farmer. I can't get away for too long this time of year. Well, the weather's still nice, so we have to do it in Ohio, unfortunately. I know there's some of you that are going to travel from out of state. I'm talking to you, Pete Beck. River King himself, where you at, buddy? I know you're thinking about driving up from North Carolina to join the Miller on the Mad River. The Manatee, oh man, I love the Manatee. I'm gonna through paddle the big Manatee. I'm gonna have, this live stream's gonna go half the night if I don't stop talking about all these comments that are coming in here. Where was I? So, part 3 is Spangler Road to Dees Park. That is coming up in a couple weeks. But the video for part 2, Route 36 to Spangler, is in the works and hope to be hopefully will be released soon. Okay, got that out of the way. You just did the Manatee. Really? What part of the Manatee? I've done the section from Hodenpile Dam, actually Seton Creek Campground, down to Red Bridge and into Tippy Dam Pond, all the way across Tippy Dam Pond. I've done that section like 2 or 3 times actually. I want to through paddle the entire big Manatee River. I've through paddled the little Manatee River. I highly recommend that. If you like narrow, lots of twists and turns, lots of fish. Camping's not that great. You got to do some stealth camping, but man, the little Manatee River is where it's at. That was one of my favorite trips of all time. And paddling out into Lake Michigan. If you haven't seen that video, guys, please go check it out. It is an amazing paddle. I highly recommend that paddle on the little Manatee River. It's only 44 miles, give or take, something like that. So a 2-nighter and you can get it done. The big Manatee River is like 180 to 220, somewhere in there. I want to paddle it from the headwaters in Stewart. Hey, Joel. Joel, are you from Vermont, right? I'm going to be up in your area in a couple months. Actually, in a couple weeks. I'll tell you about that here in a second. Stewart, is it Stewart, Michigan? Is where the headwaters of the big Manatee River is. Seton Creek, the Red Bridge. Man, that is a freaking amazing paddle. I would do that all day long, every day. Best camping I've seen in Michigan. Well, I mean, I know there's amazing camping all over Michigan, but that is some amazing camping along the big Manatee River there from Seton Creek, from Hodenpile Dam down to Red Bridge. You are from Vermont, that's what I thought. So I'll get to that in just a second. Man, there's so many things I want to talk about. I keep losing my train of thought. Slow down, Jason. Where was I? So yeah, the big Manatee River goes from Stewart out to Lake Michigan. I want to do the whole thing. Yes, it is beautiful up there. Other than the Mad River and the Kokosing, I have not been on an Ohio river that I think is absolutely amazing. The Little Miami is okay. Yo, what up? Hey, Brian. Yeah, there's so many rivers around here that just have reclamation water being dumped into them and they stink. They smell like laundry detergent. The Scioto's like that. There's a section of the Kokosing that's like that. There's even a section in the Mad River that's like that. So it's unfortunate. Man, you go up to pure Michigan, nothing but crystal clear, sandy bottoms. Pristine. Oh my gosh, I just can't get enough of it. I want to move to Michigan, to be honest with you. Now, back to what Joel Carminati, I can't remember how you say your last name, from Vermont. My wife and I are going on the Hocking River. I've never been on the Hocking River. I know there's a lot of rivers, the Hocking River. Where the heck's the Hocking River? Is that in Hocking Hills? I know there's the Mohican River and the Walhonding. And I know there's a lot of rivers, but man, they all just have muddy banks. A lot of them have muddy banks, and they're dirty and cloudy as soon as it rains. You know, it's just not crystal clear spring-fed water, kind of like the Mad River is. Yeah, the Mad River will get murky after a big rain, but it clears right up the next day or two. Athens area, huh? Hocking River, yeah, I'll have to check that out. It's just so far away to go down there. If I'm gonna drive 3 hours, I might as well drive 4 or 5 and go to Michigan and hit one of the 20 rivers that's on my list. That's just the lower peninsula. I'm gonna be paddling rivers my entire life before I hit them all. All right, so Joel, my wife and I are taking an RV trip to New England for 3 weeks. We're going up through New York. We're gonna hit, we've already been to the Finger Lakes. We're gonna hit the Finger Lakes on our first night, and then up the Lake, Adirondacks, Lake Placid. What kind of fish are in the Mad River? Lots of trout. Big old brown trout, rainbow trout, I think. Man, people are fishing the Mad all the time. There's actually outfitters that'll hook you up on the Mad River to take you fishing. Yeah, there's some good trout fishing. I see fishermen out there all the time. We're gonna go up through, after Lake Placid, head on up towards Lake Champlain, and then through Vermont, and that's where I don't know where I'm going yet. Through Vermont, through New Hampshire. I'm sure we're gonna get close to the White Mountains, then up into Maine. I don't know anything about Maine yet. I just know I want to eventually get to Acadia National Park, and then down the coast, get some lobster. Through Massachusetts. I don't know about Delaware and Rhode Island. I don't want to get too close to New York City or Boston. I want to avoid that like the plague. And then we're going to work our way back through Pennsylvania, maybe dip down into Maryland a little bit. Whiteface Mountains, where is that at? New York, southern New York. So yeah, man, there's a lot of things on the list. That's gonna be a fun trip. Bucket list trip of a lifetime. I've been waiting to do it for years, since I've been RV camping. And I didn't grow pumpkins this year on the farm, so I can finally get away in October. Joel loves Maine. I hope I love it too. I'm sure I will. Yeah, I'm a produce farmer, for those of you who don't know. And my season runs me all the way through the end of October and into early November, getting field work done and finishing up corn and soybean harvest with my brother and my dad. That's after the produce. This year I didn't grow pumpkins, and I am taking off mid-October, give or take, whenever I can get away, and we're going away for 3 weeks minimum. It's been a long overdue RV trip, and I can't wait. All right, 12 minutes in, and we're ready for the main event. This is what most of you probably came here for. So, I've been planning a Mad River meetup all summer long, and originally, it was supposed to happen in June. Thank goodness I did not do it in June. When I talk about these things in May, you know, I'm not real busy yet, and I thought I could do it in June. That would have been a terrible idea. I don't even know if I would have shown up to my own meetup. So, the date has been set. Oh, I can't get my phone out because it's up here. Let me see if I can remember this. September 14th and 15th. Mark it on your calendars, mark it on your phones right now. If you have, I can hear people yelling at the, well, I'm not gonna disclose where I'm at, but I'm close to where some people are at, hanging out. Okay, so September 14th and 15th. That should be a Friday, or that should be a Saturday and Sunday. Mark it on your calendar, mark it on your phones right now. If you have any interest in joining me on a Mad River float. We're gonna be working with Birchbark Canoe Livery here in Urbana, Ohio. They're the ones that service the section from Lippincott Road down to State Route 55. It's about a 12-mile section. I think people might be floating down the river here in a second. Well, maybe I'll get them on the live stream. Hopefully they're not walking back here to my campsite. Oh well. So, we're going to be, like I said, Birchbark Canoe Livery has already agreed to do this. I've talked to the owners, and they have room for up to 150 to 200, I believe, is what he told me, to camp, primitive camp. There's even one site for a camper. I might even take my camper down there so I can stay in my camper. I don't know yet. I mean, I love to tent camp and hammock camp, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have my camper down there for the night and maybe make it a whole weekend event. But I have that Saturday off from farmers markets in Columbus. We still have farmers markets going on, but the one, my big one that I usually go to, or one of my sons goes to, it's closed down that day for a huge market day event that the city puts on. So no farmers market that day. It's the perfect time to plan this event. Everyone will be done with their Labor Day festivities because it's Labor Day is like September 2nd. So it's like a week and a half or whatever after Labor Day. So I think that's a good time. I don't have a rain date set. I think we're just gonna have to go with that date. Hopefully it's warm. Hopefully the water levels aren't too low. But we're gonna offer like 3 different floats on the section that they kind of maintain. And you can either stop and camp where their livery is at, which is about the halfway point, or go down to where they can shuttle you back. They're gonna offer shuttles and kayak and canoe rentals if you don't have your own. So you don't have to have your own kayak or canoe if you want to come to this event. They will provide those. I don't have the exact cost yet. I still have to meet with the owner. We've just been chatting back and forth on text, but he said to go ahead and mention this on the live stream and was get it set up and get it ready to go. And we have some people coming down the river right now. Man, it's getting dark. It's what is it, almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm gonna create a Facebook group event. If anybody knows how to do that, please reach out to me. Send me a message on Facebook, comment on this, whatever. I've never done this before, but I need to gauge interest. I need to know how many people are interested in coming to this. Is it gonna be 5 or 10? Is it gonna be 20 or 30? Are we gonna have 50? I have no idea what to expect for this. So we got a big boat. Holy crap! A couple big kayaks floating by. They're probably going down to 55. So if you're familiar with this area, Tom's gonna try to make it. Thank you, Tom. I'll continue to make more updates. I'll go live again for sure. I'm gonna create a Facebook group event so you guys can sign up or let me know your interest, however that works. I've seen these before. You can like click yes, you're coming. Yes, you're thinking about it. No, I'm not coming, whatever, something like that. So I want to give Birchbark owners an idea of how many people they can expect because that is the tail end of their season. They are still running on weekends, so it's not a problem. But after Labor Day, you know, they're only doing weekends and things really tail off, especially when the weather gets bad. Hopefully we have fantastic weather for it. All right, 18 minutes in. You're definitely interested if you're not working. Thanks, Darren. Darvin, sorry. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that, you know, right after Labor Day, it might be kind of tough to make it happen. Joshua's gonna be there, awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna create this Facebook group so I can see how many people are coming. Man, what else do I need to discuss about that? There will be camping available at Birchbark, like I said. If you want to come Friday, the day before the event, you could camp there and hang out if you're coming from a long distance. I don't know what time it's going to start yet. I'm thinking, you know, we're going to offer an approximately 4-hour float maybe on Saturday afternoon and end up at Birchbark, whether you stop there or continue on and get shuttled back to Birchbark. So like I said, we're going to have 3 different options for you to choose from. You could even start at Birchbark if you get there late and join in and go to the takeout spot at the very end and then get shuttled back to Birchbark. So a lot of different options to make this work. Michael, if you live closer, yeah, I know. Where are you from, by the way? Man, I know one time Pete Beck mentioned that he would, you'll be camping that weekend. Yeah, that's fine. I know people are going to have lots of things going on. Right after Labor Day, mid-September, it's fall kicking in. Yeah, I know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, you're down there quite a ways. I doubt if Pete Beck will come from the River Kings. You know, we're good friends. We've been trying to get together and kayak together for a long time, for like 2 or 3 years, and it just never happens. Man, I missed that comment. What did I say? How do I get that back? There it is. Find out if they have trees for hammock campers. Oh, Middletown. Yeah, that's a good question. I believe they do, but I don't know how many. Hopefully it's not just a big open grassy area for tents. I mean, there's trees all over along the banks of the Mad River, so I can't imagine there's not trees. But that's a great point. I will try to find that information out and relay that to you in the next live stream or a post on Facebook. So yeah, it's gonna go Saturday afternoon, spend the night Saturday night, and Sunday morning, hopefully they have a big bonfire there. I need to visit the facilities. It's been a while since I've been there. I'll talk to the owner, Ted and Tony, I think that's their names, and see if they have a big area for a group event to have a big bonfire in a camp out area. So a lot of this is still in the works, a lot of moving parts. We'll get it all figured out, and I will let you guys know. To wrap this up, those of you who follow me on my kayaking adventures, backpacking, RVing, whatever it might be, if you have any interest in gardening, farming, growing your own food, please go check out the Wishwell Farms Produce YouTube channel. You'd love to meet Pete. You're a hammock camper also. Okay, yeah, I do both. I rode my bike across Ohio on the Ohio. Videos make me want to come back and do the multi-day paddles. Yes, multi-day paddles are the best, man. They're the best. I love them. What was I talking about? Oh, the farm channel. If you're a gardener, homesteader, like to watch farming, I got a bunch of teenagers working for me that help me pick all my produce and sell it at farmers markets. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds. We're approaching 10,000 subscribers, but it's almost 10 times bigger than this channel, my Jason Wish channel, in views and watch time. That's what's incredible. It's taken off, and a lot of people really enjoy it. So if you're into that kind of thing at all, I urge you to go check out that channel. Once I edit the thumbnail and the title and all that crap on this live stream, I'll put that in the description. I'll try to link that channel in the description. Wishwell Farms Produce. Alrighty, guys. Not very many of you on here tonight. That's all right. My fire's dying down. I am worn out. It's been a dozen weeks or more, of close to 70 hours a week. It has taken it out of me. Those of you who've watched me run FKTs, ultra races, I haven't run since April 26th. What is your next hiking kayak adventure? Okay, the next kayaking adventure is a 2-nighter on this river right here to finish up the through paddle, section paddle of, same here, Darwin, yeah, burning at both ends like me, yeah, it's hard to get away for enjoy adventures when you're burning it at both ends, that's for sure. Or maybe you were referring to hammock camping, I'm not sure. A lot of people were talking about hammock camping at this meetup. Yeah, I got a ton of backpacking trips. Good night, Darwin. Yeah, Bar Tram Trail. Finishing up the Palmetto Trail. Jason Outdoors, how's it going, buddy? You know what? I got a follower named Jason Kelly. Isn't that your last name, Jason Kelly? On my farm channel. And I thought it was you at first. But he's a big vegetable grower down in Georgia or something. He grows okra and onions and all kinds of stuff. Complaining about the floods they got down there. That's funny. Yeah, I finished up the Palmetto Trail, then the Bar Tram Trail, which I can connect those two. So I got like a 230-mile hike coming up in early November. If I can get away, I'd love to go over and do the Black Forest in Pennsylvania. Maybe back to the Alleghenies if I can't make it all the way over to the Black Forest, because that's kind of north central PA. Hoping to meet up with a buddy of mine that lives in Philly, Bob Stewart. He is a fastest known time holder of multiple trails, and we've been chatting for years and we have never met. And we've been wanting to get together and maybe do a 2-nighter on one of these Pennsylvania trails, meet halfway or something. Jacob Poucher up there in northeast Ohio, we've been wanting to meet up with him. So, you know, maybe we can work something out this fall on one of those Pennsylvania trails. I don't know, it'd be nice. But they just had a massive flood over there in north central PA, maybe everywhere. Yeah, we'll get together soon, Outland. You're into bike packing a lot. I haven't really got into that, but I would consider doing that. You can cover a lot of area that way. They had torrential flooding in Pennsylvania, and they actually canceled. You're subscribed to both channels. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Josh. They canceled the Eastern States 100-mile ultra race because the flooding was so bad. Little mountain creeks looked like roaring rivers. They had to helicopter people out of their homes that lived in the backwoods. It's bad. So I'm glad it's not fall hiking season right now for me, or I would have to be canceling those trips. So glad we didn't get all that rain. We've had our fair share of rain though. My goodness, we've had like 3-inch rains over the last month. Okay, this has went long enough. 25 minutes. I am beat, ambushed. 9:07. I'm going to bed. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please stay tuned for more updates on the Mad River Meetup. We got to think of a name. What are we going to call this, guys? Wishapalooza? I don't know. The Mad River Palooza? I don't know. Throw some good names out there in the comments, guys. And we'll put that in the group event thing I make up on Facebook. Alrighty, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm hitting a sack. As always, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see y'all again real soon on the next kayaking or backpacking adventure. Good night.